Welcome to Biblical Christian Content, where we like to keep the content biblical. Let's go.
Prayer is not for the satisfying and gratifying of natural desires until those natural desires come into the service of the hallowing of God's name, the seeking of God's kingdom, and the doing of God's will. The words of Jesus abiding in us prepare us for fruit-bearing prayer. The words of Jesus abiding in us prepare us for fruit-bearing prayer. That is the major challenge in prayer. Becoming the kind of people who are not dominated by natural desires. People who, of course, we want to eat. Of course, we'd like to succeed. Of course, we want clothes on our back and a roof over our head and education for our children. But if those things are not subordinate in our lives to the big issues that make us tick, then we're not going to pray with success. We're not. Prayer is going to be so worldly, so earthly, so unspiritual, God will wonder, what does it have to do with Him? Unless the Word of God is abiding in us, Satan will dominate, he will control, and he will deceive and bring us into odds with God rather than being in tune with God. If you abide in me and my words abide in you, you will become that kind of person, and whatever you wish, it will be done for you. Prayer is for granting us the joy of seeing God's will executed through us as it becomes our will. The only joy in life that lasts is when our desires are drawn from His desires, and those desires are the ones that have the promise made, ask and it will be given you. Here's the way John put it in chapter 3, verse 22 of his first letter. Whatever you ask, you receive from Him because you keep His commandments and do the things that are pleasing in His sight. Prayer is not for gratifying natural desires. Prayer is given as a gift for the joy and the satisfaction of those people whose heart is so in tune with God that they keep His commandments and do what is pleasing to Him. If you have no interest in obeying God, in bringing your whole of life, your attitude from morning to night into conformity to His values and getting your desires from His desires, prayer is not your business.